There was more, too, that Tomlin said yesterday because that clip we played, Chris, at the beginning was a follow-up / characterization on something he said earlier. This all started during his Tuesday press conference. He's the only coach who, when he plays on a Sunday, does this noon every week, Tuesday, and he talks for a good 10 minutes about the upcoming opponent and then opens it up for questions. He was asked about something that Cam Hayward had said after the 35-25 loss to the Green Bay Packers. Hayward said that the players don't handle adversity well.
Yeah, right. I saw that.
They start feeling sorry for themselves, and then it avalanches. Tomlin, do you agree with that? He said, I certainly agree with that. I don't think I like how we responded to explosive plays, et cetera, et cetera. You know, it's all about responding. How do we respond? There's an ebb and flow. As a collective, we feel like we didn't respond in the appropriate or desired way. We didn't smile in the face of it. We didn't produce the type of plays that counteract those things and get the balance back in our favor. And so they asked him, how do you fix it? First, you acknowledge it, and then you get an opportunity to fix it the next time you play. Okay, good. They get an opportunity to fix it the next time they play. Bad news, they're giving up 386 yards per game.
Right.
The number one offense in the NFL is coming to town.
Yeah.
In the Indianapolis Colts, which is gaining 385 plus per game. So you get a chance to fix it. You get an opportunity to fix it, but you're going to be going against a team that doesn't have much to fix right now offensively.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. I mean, it's the most high-functioning offense in all of the NFL. We talk about it every week when we do the pod, when we do Monday the Monday PFT. I mean, it's hard to be right against the Indianapolis Colts. They have so many weapons. They run the ball well, and then the way Shane Steichen packages plays together and how he calls a game, man, he makes it tough on a defense. And, of course, Daniel Jones and what he does at the line of scrimmage, he can handle all that Shane Steichen stuff and get them in the right situation over and over again. So that's where they're dangerous, let alone they have weapons. And, you know, Pittsburgh can talk about, like, not, you know, handling adversity and bad plays and all that, but I don't know if that's really going to matter. I don't know if this is what the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is this year. I think we just got to get used to it. It's not the old Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Some of the moves they've made have just not materialized, period. I always go by the simple first notion of, you hear me say it all the time, right, Mike? What scares you? What scares you about Pittsburgh's defense? Right now, it's one person, maybe, T.J. Watt. All right, let's start there. T.J. Watt's really good. I don't think he's having a year where you would compare him to Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett, Nick Bonito out in Denver, Brian Burns in the New York Giants, and the guys that are just like, you watch a game and you go, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. I don't think T.J. Watt's playing to that level. We know Alex Highsmith's pretty good. The D tackles, I mean, we've watched games together at Pittsburgh. We watched the game the other night. I don't remember seeing a D tackle make a play the whole night, not one time. The linebackers aren't very good. Patrick Queen's not all that he's been billed to be ever since he got there in free agency. Peyton Wilson, the same thing. The secondary is old and slow, Mike. Jalen Ramsey's a still good player. But as we know, you don't want him on an island cover corner right now. Chuck Clark's older. Darius Slay is on the 18th hole of his career and about to be done. So I look at it, I go, yeah, they took some gambles on some older guys, and it ain't working out. And it shows on the football field. And I watched the film of that Sunday night game yesterday, Mike, and, you know, watching Green Bay's defense and then switching over to Pittsburgh's defense, it was like Green Bay was in fast forward compared to Pittsburgh's defense. It really jumps out that way.
Hey, and you mentioned T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
He drew what a wise man once said is a line in the concrete, and he got a contract that outdid the package that Myles Garrett got from the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
Garrett had 5 sacks on Sunday. Now, the Browns lost miserably, but
Garrett's a force every week right now. We're talking about Garrett almost every week, right? Right.
And look, we got to be fair here.
Yeah.
And we're TJ Watt fans. We want him to get paid. But, man, you get paid, there's an extra scrutiny that's going to go to whether or not you're producing. Micah Parsons got paid. He's producing. Myles Garrett got paid. He's producing. TJ Watt got paid. He's not producing. And, you know, when the entire defense is sluggish and old and not performing, and the average for the last 2 games, 462 yards, the last 2 games, both losses to the Bengals and then to the Packers. It's not Steeler football. The crowd was not Steeler crowd.
You're right.
The team is not Steeler team. The defense is not Steeler defense. The steel curtain, as I said yesterday, has become a shower curtain. Tomlin was also asked, and I thought of this because you're talking about the older players.
Right.
And it's a lot of older players.
Yeah.
This whole idea of rising to the challenge, of smiling in the face of adversity, of finding a way to dig deep and make plays. Someone pointed out you've got a mature group of players.
Right.
Should they be able to handle adversity better than they did on Sunday? He said, sure, our kids should do what we tell them to do, but often they don't. And, hey, not quite a Tomlin saying that you put on a T-shirt, but, okay, there's a difference between, a 6-year-old who's like dropped peanut butter on the ground and is walking around and you tell him not to do it. No matter how many times you tell him not to do it, he keeps doing it.
Right.
And a grown-ass man that you tell, this is how you do your job. This is what we want to see. This is how we respond in these situations. And they don't. That, to me, is a problem. And, hey, I've been anytime that cluster of Steelers fans starts clamoring for a new coach in Pittsburgh and, lose on Sunday, give up another 450 yards, it's going to start. Sometimes you just wonder, is there a point where the message no longer resonates? Is there a point where they have grown numb to all the Mike Tomlin sayings?
Yeah,
like Pete Carroll in Seattle, like Andy Reid in Philadelphia.
Right.
Is there a point?
Right.
John Harbaugh maybe in Baltimore. Is there a point where you need to completely overhaul the locker room or you need to overhaul the coaching staff?
Yeah, I mean, there is that point. Are we at that point? I don't know. But, I think it's fair to have that conversation.
Something's wrong.
Yeah,
Something's wrong.
You're right. I hear you. Totally hear you that way. I mean, something's not resonating on the field. And I think also, too, what's shocking is just, the comments you were just referring to, that they don't handle adversity all that well. Like it's a veteran football team. It's guys that have played a lot of big-time football throughout their career, right? Jalen Ramsey's been in Super Bowls. Cam Hayward, of course, has been there forever and been a staple and played in a lot of big playoff games and everything else. Same with T.J. Watt. Darius Slay's been in a Super Bowl. You got all of that there to where you would think that would never be a problem. So I think that's what's shocking. And I think that's where I don't know if I buy we're not we're handling adversity and we're not handling certain situations the right way. I come away going, yeah, that's good talk. And those are things you're going to say when you're the head coach of a football team in your locker room to get some positive things. And, hey, we can still do this. But I'm just telling you, as a guy that's an outsider who likes to watch film a little bit, I don't know if it's going to matter. I don't know if it's going to matter. Right? Joey Porter.
So what you're saying is they're just overmatched, and this is
who it is. This is who it is. Right. I mean, he's going to say the right things to continue to try to make them believe, so they'll keep fighting and all that. But yeah, I don't know if I see it and go, oh man, they just messed up here. If they didn't do that, wow, it would have been really impressive on Sunday. Right? I'm not coming away from games like that. I'm coming away going, man, I mean, they're just run the ball up the middle for 5 yards, and there's nobody there. Man, Jordan Love's dropped back to pass with a 4-man rush. He's got all day. Man, they're playing cover one, man-to-man coverage on the back end. Well, they can't. They're too slow in the secondary. So that's where you come away going, yeah, all those things are fine and dandy, and I've been in a locker room before, and those are the things you say to make yourself believe. But I'm sitting here going, I don't know if any of that's going to matter with what I see on the film right now. And that's going to be the thing we'll have to see going forward. But I just don't see too much that pops right now or scares you, like I said, other than maybe the 2 pass rushers. And I wouldn't put those 2 pass rushers up there in the upper echelons of duo pass rushers in the NFL right now.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.